Hey guys, how you doing today? This is Noma986, and I seem to be on a roll today because this is the fourth video in the past week. So I'm just hoping to keep on trucking. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a deck profile of Neo-Spacians, and yeah, I'll just go into that because I don't know if I could explain this deck in any sort of fashion other than I just think it's bitchin', or that I just think I just wanted to do it. So yeah. So anyway, we start with three Elemental Hero Neos. I was considering playing Neos Alias, but I found that to do the fusion summons, it would take too much time to like summon it and then just normal summon it again. Even though it is a 19 beater, to get it on the field and have it become Neos is just too much time. It needs 2 turns. So I'm not dealing with that. Next, we have 3 of the Neo-Space Pathfinder. Basically, this is your 18 beater, but also you can use this effect to search for Neo-Space. It's better than wasting spell space on terraforming, let me tell you that. So yeah, pretty good card for this deck. Next, we play 3 Neo-Spacian Air Hummingbird. This card is good. This card is very good first turn because you can just summon. If you open with Air Hummingbird, summon it, use its effect, gain 2,500 life points like that. Excuse me. So, I mean, there's no downside if you go first because more than likely you're not going to be losing any. You're most likely going to still have more life points than you already started out with, no matter what your opponent's playing. Unless he's playing some like crazy OTK thing, in which case, ew. But yeah. And then next we play 3 of the Flare Square. I like this purely because it can just gain attack, and what this deck lacks is beaters. So at the very least, you're getting and with back row being prevalent this format, you're basically getting at minimum a 1300 beater, which is not too bad. Next we play 3 of the Glomas, and the Glomas actually works really well because when he's attacked, if your opponent draws, and if he draws a monster, it negates it, draws his spells. That's only the spell thing only works while it's attacked, which is kind of stupid, but I digress. If it draws a trap, then it switches defense position. So more than likely, you're going to be taking no damage from this card with battles involving this card, unless he's playing some kind of weird heavy spell lineup, which normally you don't do in a deck, except for this one, because as you can see, I'm running more spells than traps, but whatever. So yeah. Next we play 2 of the Dark Panther, and Dark Panther's basically here for a name. Its effect to copy another effect would have been great if not for Xyz. I mean, with Xyz being so prevalent, you can't copy a Xyz monster's effect because you can't detach it. So yeah, years ago this card was pretty good. Now, it's just a name. And then 1 Dolphin because this card is absolutely horseshit, but it is a name nonetheless. And then, of course, 1 Gramo, which is probably the best Neo-Spacian, obviously, but it's only limited to 1. I wonder, I don't know why. Was it used in Teledad? I think it was used in Teledad. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comment section. I'm not sure what this was used in. I'm pretty sure it was Teledad, though, so correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comment section below. I probably am, but whatever. For the spells, we play 3 of the Neo-Space. This is going to keep your Neo-Fusions out, meaning they don't have to go back to the deck at the end phase like their usual effects would. And it's much better than using that goddamn equip spell, because this is a field spell, which is better, and it also gives your opponent... it gives all the Neo-Fusions 500 attack, which is going to be really good. Next we have 3 of the Miracle Contact. This card is great for the deck, because normally you would have to summon out the Neos, and then a Neo-Spacian, and then do the fusion. But now with this, if you have any in the hand, graveyard, or the field, you can use this, shuffle them into the deck, and then bring out your fusions, which is really, really good, because it access the hand, graveyard, index. So play that at 3, definitely. Next we play 1 Space Gift. This basically its effect is for every Neo-Spacian monster with a different name you control, activate it, you draw a card, which is nice to have a draw card, but it's only good at 1 because the Neo-Spacians are not going to stay on the field for that long, I don't think. And then 1 Construct Contract. I tried playing this at 2, it got a little cloggy. Playing at 1 has worked a lot better for me, and it saved me a lot of time. Basically, what this card does is you can discard a Neo-Spacian monster and send one from the deck to the graveyard, and then draw 2 cards, if you control no monsters. What's good about this is because it not only gives you a chance to get either the Miracle Contact or the Neos, but it gives you graveyard fodder to use Miracle Contact with Neos and any of the Neo-Spacians you have in a discard. So yeah, pretty good card. Next, the basics: 2 dualities, 2 Misties, and 1 Soul Charge. For the traps, again, pretty basic. 3 of the Dimensional Prism, 2 of the Breakthrough Skill, 1 Torrential, 1 Compulse, and 1 Solemn. Now, on to the extra deck. We're playing one of each of the Neos fusions. Air Neos, I think, is the best one because I was just using this deck not before I created this video, and I was down at like 300 life points. He was still up at 8,000. This card literally saved my ass. So yeah, definitely a really good card to have. Next we play the Marine Neos. Not really too good. I basically have him here for a name. It's whatever. The Dark Neos, not too bad. What this basically can do is target 1 face-up effect monster in the field you control. Yeah. That targets effects are negated. It's basically a negation effect, which is not too bad. Flare Neos, again, this has saved me many a time because this gains 400 for each card on the field. Not just spell and trap on the opponent's side, but every card on the field. I'm sorry, each spell and trap on the field. I can't read today. Each spell and trap on the field. Magma Neos is what does that, yeah. Gains 400 attack for each card on the field. And then if it's shuffled in the extra deck, which is optional with this, you can choose to shuffle it. You can destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field, I think. So yeah, pretty decent. Next we have Glow Neos. Not too powerful, but again, it allows you to do with the drawing thing. You know, during my phase 1, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. And depending on which card you destroy, if you destroy a monster, this card cannot attack. If you destroy a spell, this card can attack your opponent directly this turn. And if it's a trap, it changes the card to defense position. The only downside is that it has to be face up. And you're not playing too many face up spells, most likely, in most decks. And the trap thing, you know, I'd just rather risk it with the trap. Most traps, again, are not going to be face up. With the monsters, it's nice it can destroy one, but you can't battle phase, so... It would be better if it had more attack, but it's only at 25, so... You know. Anyway, and then 1 Grammel. What this card is cool is that you can target a monster, return it to the hand, which is a lot better than destruction. It targets, though, but still. Next we have the Grand Chaos Neos. I'm sorry, I can't read. This screen is so small. Basically, this has the toss coin effect, which I usually don't like, but it's fine for what it is. It's still at 3,000, so can't argue with that. And then we have Elemental Hero Storm Neos. This card can basically wipe out back row, which is always nice, and at 3,000, nothing to sneeze at. And of course, Magma Neos. I just explained how that card does. That card is awesome. So yeah, really good. For the XZs, we play 2 of the number 47 Nightmare Shark. Oh, these are all rank 3s, by the way. Anyway, 2 Nightmare Shark because this can attack directly, and that last 2,000 can be really helpful. 1 Alucard just to get rid of back row. 1 Fortune Tune for stalling and to recycle any Neo-Spacians you might need. My equipped Angler, again for stalling. And then Leviathan Dragon just for a beater. So anyway, guys, that is my Neo-Spacian deck profile. Tell me what you guys think of it in the comments below if you want to. But I'm gotta run, so that'll be Nobo 90. So I can't talk today. This is Nobo 996, and I will see yins later. Peace.